FC25. Today we're going to be going through his normal card and his rush card, comparing the two and just showing you guys why I think he's one of the best investments in the game, especially for that 4-4-2, that midfielder position. Let's go through some of his strengths of his rush card and then we'll go through his normal card. Starting off at 1.1 million coins. I think if you've got the coins and you're looking for a really good balanced midfielder, he's actually a great bargain. I know it sounds crazy having the word bargain and a million coins in the same sentence, but I really do believe he's that valuable to your team. However, I have his normal card in my team and I think he's, I wouldn't say just as good. I can definitely feel the difference between his rush card and his normal, but for a budget version, his normal card's amazing. If the way I look at it is like, if you guys play Call of Duty, right, like a pack-a-punch, like that's literally how it feels. Like every single bit of this card is just better in the rush version. Now, I know some special cards aren't worth the upgrade. This is one where I think actually is worth the upgrade if you got the coins. If you don't, stick to his normal version. Going through some of his pros, he's just completely all-rounded. I mean, the guy can defend, the guy can pass, he's fast, he's got good work rates, 4-star skills, 4-star weak foot. He can do everything. He can dribble, he's got good physicality. Overall, just all-round card, one of the best cards in the game. The playmaker role, he does have the playmaker plus, and I don't know why it's so good, but I just feel like he's always in the right position. Now, again, it could be down to the role, could be down to something else, but when I have him in a 4-4-2, which is my favorite formation in the game, I think he's actually one of the most perfect midfielders. I literally look at him as if, like, when I'm looking to get Hullet in the future, this is like a card I could have until I get Hullet. That's how good he is. For me, he's just an all-rounded version. He does everything. You're seeing it in the highlights now. He can defend, he can attack, he can be a playmaker. Look, he's got the skill moves, he can be in the build-up play. He really does have everything, and even as that final product, especially with his rush card. He has the outside foot trait as well. He just makes him an unbelievable asset to have in your team. Then we're going to go through, that's the end of the highlights. We'll have to rewind it, go through them again as we go through some of the cons. Before we get to the cons, dribbling for me was one of the biggest pros as well, especially that I think he's got 90 dribbling on his rush card, and you could really tell the difference in his dribbling. You could definitely tell he's an elite dribbler on the ball, and like I said, with a midfielder, it's just nice to have that, you know, having a midfielder be able to do a bit of everything. In terms of his cons, the only con I will say is his long shots. Considering it's a million coin card, I think I expect a little bit more in terms of the long shots. It's not bad, his long shots aren't bad, but I think they're just his worst attribute of the card. And again, it depends what you're looking for. For me personally, whenever I had him like at the edge of the box, I was kind of afraid to go for a long shots. Now I do think his rush card is a bit better, but when using his normal card, I didn't go for any long shots just because I didn't feel like he had the quality there. He does have the outside foot trait and like the trivela, so you could maybe get away with trying out a couple of green time finishes, but I didn't really take the risk with it. I wanted to, you know, use him as a passer in and around the box. That's the only con I would say for his price tag. You know, you maybe want somebody that can have a little bit more of a long shot, but again, that's maybe something I didn't really try. And that's going to be it for us today for the Frankie de Jong player review. In terms of for the YouTube shorts, I would recommend trying this player out. I think he is unbelievable. If you guys want more of an in-depth player review, we're actually on YouTube as well. We're going to go through the in-game stats and stuff like that. So YouTube shorts, TikTok, all that. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys want more of a full-length player review, make sure to check out the full video on YouTube. But YouTube, we're here now with the full player review. We're going to be going through. What we're actually going to do now is we're going to go through his normal stats on Footbin, stuff like that, and kind of just break down how good his card is and the difference and all that good stuff. So let's get right into the stats. Here we are looking at Frankie de Jong. So starting off with his normal card, 17,000 coins. If you guys have any budget squad, for me, absolute meta sentiment, this man is unbelievable. But like I said, definitely worth the upgrade if you have the coins. If we look through, we can actually see here, +3 on pacing, +6 on the shot, +2 on the passing, +3 on the dribbling, 5 on the defense, and 6 on the physicality. So absolute worth the upgrade if you've got the coins. Let's just go through and kind of compare the two. So how are we going to do this? What I want to do is we'll do it like that, just so we can kind of see how the card looks. Yeah, we'll do it like that. So if you look through his kind of base card here and his rush card, I think I'm going to focus more on the rush card. I think this stage of FIFA, you know, if you're looking to get in this card, it still applies to his normal card, but let's just look at his rush card specifically and what makes him so valuable. Starting off with the sprint speed and the pace, 85 as a balanced pace, for me as a midfielder is really, really good. Now, when I look at midfielder, I look more stuff like the stamina, right? 95 stamina, the man is going to go up and down throughout the game, right? Especially having him as a playmaker, you really want him just kind of being integral to your attacks. He's good for your defense. He's just really, really all-rounded. You look through, the only yellow stats he's got is free kick accuracy and penalties, which I'm not really using him for. So everything else is green. He's essentially a part of the Hullet club, besides a few stats, besides the shot, like I mentioned, probably his weakest attribute, even with the rush card having 72 long shot. If we look at his normal card here, it's actually even lower, 66 long shot. So you can tell that his long shot just isn't the best, just like I mentioned in his only con, is as a sentiment, his long shot just not great. I'm always used to someone like KDB from old FIFAs, where his long shot was unbelievable, and I like having my midfielders with a bit more of a balanced long shot. shot. So if I had to be really picky with this card, you know, especially for 1,000,000 coins, I would love if he had a 5-star weak foot and a bit better long shot. But you could pair him up with somebody that has that and you're good to go. If you look at some of his play styles here, you got the Trivela Plus, like I mentioned. It would be nice if he had that long shot, because a Trivela Plus would make those outside foots unbelievable. In his actual passes, he's got incisive, he's got long ball pass, tick attacker, flair, press proven. This man has a lot of play styles and he's just an unbelievable player. I would always use him as a playmaker plus. I think he's okay. I tried him as a holding as well, but I don't like him as a CDM in comparison. I just think he's a lot more, not wasted there, but I kind of prefer, like, because he's got 82 defending, right? 84 physicality. He was okay. He was not bad there, but I prefer my CDM to be a bit more defensive heavy, where I feel like for him, you're wasting him there. Have him as a centre mid, a lot more valuable. And that's going to be it in terms of the stats. He's just a really good balanced card. And I feel like the way the links are working as well, for me personally, like, I actually like having him like this. Let me show you, like, if I was looking at like a nice cheap meta team or someone like that, let's go for like normal Jong, for example, and you guys can obviously upgrade from there, but let's go for it together. Let me, hopefully it's open. Yeah, perfect. So if I'm going for like a cheaper meta team, right, and I'm having like Frankie de Jong in my team, this is what I'm really going with. I'm looking at the links and saying, right, let's say we're looking for like a 100k squad, like a 100k meta squad, right? Let's go through, put him in a 4-4-2. Someone that, for me, links up perfectly. Maybe not 100k squad. We're going to go for a little bit more here. But if we get Van de Ven in, he is unbelievable. In-game, unbelievable. And then I actually have Koundé as well as my centre-back. Again, a bit of a cheaper option here. Just this trio together, you're looking at 75k. Now, if you guys are new to the game or whatever, like maybe just starting your ultimate team, whatever it may be, start with this trio. If you can start with this trio, I mean, you're such a good spot now, because you got an unbelievable midfield, your defense is balanced, and he's already got 2 links. You see where I'm coming from? And that's why I think he's so good, because if you're looking at that balanced team, even if you wanted to upgrade this to the new De Jong, you can get informed Van de Ven. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a really good balance here. So I think he's unbelievable there. He gets links to, my opinion, the best cheap centre-back during the game. And you've already got links everywhere. You know, the Dutch link, you got the Barca link. You're in a really good spot for chemistry. And yeah, that's going to be it for today, going through Frankie de Jong. I've used his rush card in draft mainly. I haven't actually used him in my normal team, but he was really good. And his normal card I've had for a while, because I packed him at the start and I use him all the time. You can see his shot now, and his normal card looks a little bit worse. And yeah, that's definitely something I wasn't a fan of, was his long shots. Like I mentioned, I didn't really go for them, but when I did, it wasn't successful. So I kind of used him as a passer. And I sometimes I do want to, you know, be able to shoot with my centre mid. So that was a bit of an issue. But besides that, unbelievable card. Highly recommend you guys trying him out. Let me know down below. You guys use his normal card, you guys use his rush card. What have you guys thought? Do you guys like him? Do you guys wish he had a bit more? Or what do you guys think, especially for the price? I mean, 1,000,000 coins for his rush card, I think it's worth it, but it's, I don't know, it's one of the weird ones. Let's see who else is around 1,000,000 coins, because I feel like at that price, you're like, you know what I'm saying, at that price you're kind of like, is he worth it? Let's see. Let's go to like positions. Let's go to like that center mid position. Let's see who we're kind of comparing him to. So we go through, like, okay, this is the perfect example, like Valverde, right? Like, are you wanting Valverde over him? I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's compare them. Can we compare this? Yeah, we can compare. So if we compare him to De Jong, I think he'll be a bit better, to be honest. I think he'll be a little bit better than Valverde, his inform. Let's see. Kind of similar. So you go through, he's very similar, very similar. Obviously, pace-wise, Valverde actually fries him. Then you got shooting, Valverde fries him as well. And then in terms of like passing and stuff like that, I think he's just a lot better. Passing, dribbling, defending even, very similar. So you got a very similar card here, but this is my point though. In terms of price difference, I don't see a problem with Valverde's card. For 500k less, I think that's where the only issue is. When you're looking at this De Jong card, he comes in at 1.2 mil. If you got the coins, sure, but like when you look at Valverde, right, for 700k, I don't know why I would not go for him instead. You see where I'm coming from? And I think that's the key difference here. Just looking at the coins and seeing like, do you have the budget for him? If so, is he worth it? I don't know. I think he is. But again, look at that comparisons there. You've got, you know, you got someone like this. So it really just comes down to that, to choosing your player based on your budget. If you got the coins though, try them out. Let me know what you guys think down below, and I'll catch you guys for another player review tomorrow. Peace.